especially sisi wa Afrika, you know, because unajua ukiangalia I'm going to keep repeating that, kuangalia wa Afrika na wenzetu. I'll give you an example, simple example. Me, I tell Congolese women, I said, how many of you go out there and look at white women who are a little bit older, but they keep bragging about being single? Not too many. Naambia, unajua, a lot of white women, there's a lot of divorce in white people, but guess what? The women don't stay single. They remarry immediately.
Oh,
yes.
I see them
yes.
every day.
If you see a couple, until they
target
talk,
the next guy
yes.
and attach themselves to them.
Until they talk, then you hear, oh, this is my second marriage or third marriage. But they're never single. They don't brag about being single. Do you understand that we are the only women who brag about being single? And because of being single, that's why we are selling out our community. Because hiyo instability ya kukuwa single without, yani mwanamke mweusi, I've realized one thing, a black woman has a problem with authority. We don't like authority. For some reason, there's a problem. Mwanamke wa mzungu, wazungu wamekuja kutuselia eti women liberation, blah, blah, blah. But those women, they like authority. You understand? They like to be under a man authority. They do love it. Because somehow they find protection under the man authority, and they find protection for their children under a man authority. Sisi weusi hatupendi authority. We have a problem with authority, and that's why a lot of black children are being killed, especially in the police hands, because they don't also like authority. Because the men are gone, hawataki authority. When they hear an authority, for example, mimi naambianga wanawake, nasema, listen, why a lot of black kids are being killed out here is because they are not used to authority. Exactly. When they let's say they're being stopped on a street just for a violation, traffic light violation. Simama, comply, speak, show whatever they're trying to show you. Lakini ukiangalia black children wanaanja, what's up, what do you want? You know, in behavior yenye hataki authority. Because that
child is taught that by the mother.
Yes.
They've
been taught that by the mother because they never had any kind of authority in their life. And most of fathers, because they are gone because of this system, they've never heard an authority voice. Now wanawake, now wanaume, they're all growing without an authority. So when they hear an authority voice, it's become a trigger. Yani na watrigger wataki, wanasikia visirani. But when you look in the other community, those women, they put their children under the man authority. Because that's the job of a man in the house.
Yeah.
Kupana hiyo voice authority. Kwa sababu huyu mtoto kesho atakuwa mtu mkubwa, ataenda kwenye society, they're going to have to answer to authority, even if it's a boss. They got to get used to hear to that voice of authority. Sasa hao wazungu, they know that. That's why they go back into these marriages. They keep their children under the authority of the man, so that their children can benefit to listen and to be comfortable in hearing authority. Sasa sisi hatupendi. We don't want authority. We take our children out of these homes. We take the man away because he's the voice of authority. Mwanaume akisema kipandisha voice, toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
Yes. Toxic masculinity. Toxic men. Toxic behavior, atutaki. It's not because he's toxic. Because that's how men
reject authority.
Reject of authority. And sometimes men have to speak like that so that we can come back to order. Because if you don't check a woman, I always tell people, I will never be with a man that I don't fear. Yes. And I tell women that, they tell, don't say that, fear is too strong. I'm like, I'm telling you the truth. Because as a woman, I know how far we can go. And if you don't have a man who can bring you back, hana ile authority ya bring back. Ndio maana muko, that's why you guys are out here like this. Muko kama wajinga tu hapa hivi. Because You don't even respect the men you are with. You don't respect their yani hawana authority on you. How many women now we see wanakuja hapa kwenye Facebook, they are dancing, especially TikTok, wanna shake ass. These women who lives with men. You can imagine mke wa mtu anakuja anabehave anyhow kwenye internet, and he's with a man, a husband, and then tomorrow
does not fear the man.
Atawambia kesho tomorrow, a lot of influencers, they are here in the Congolese community. Kesho atawambia eti I married a man who fear God. Na ambianga makakangu wa Congolese nasema, don't ever marry a woman who say I'm looking for a man who fear God. She's looking for a man to manipulate. A man who accepts all her bullshit and her nonsense. That's what she's looking for. Not a man who fears God.
Exactly.
Yes.
A man she can take to church to be dominated by the pastor.
Yes. And she
to be
herself can dominate.
So that now she in turn can dominate him.
Dominate because she behaves anyhow here on Facebook. She behaves anyhow on social media. The man is just there. She calls him the the God-fearing man. But no, it's not the man-fearing man. It's the man who has no authority over you, who can let you behave anyhow, who can let
a man you cannot fear.
Mwanaume mwenye anakuwa allowed wenda
you want to fear somebody else but not this one.
Yes.
That's why now they give that submission to the boss and to the pastor.
Yes.
But not this one.
Not the husband. Yes. Mwanaume mwenye cannot put you back on your place. Anakuacha una behave anyhow with his family and all that kind of stuff. He can't say, those are the women. Those are the men that women today calling the God-fearing men. Those are the one. He let you act like a mujinga out here. You can talk anyhow. You can behave anyhow. That's the men we call the God-fearing.
Wow.
No authority at all. You see?
I have never understood the concept of fearing God. Why are we fearing somebody who is supposed to love us?
Yes, I guess. I don't. Yeah, see, your religion is manipulation. So if you don't use your brain, you can never. That's why most religious people are there because.
The logic in me cannot let me get past that stuff.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things to unpack in our community. It's a lot of things, Yeah, but we try to teach what we can teach, and people, to try to save who we can save. Those who understand, those who are not listening from an emotional place. You understand? Because if you want to learn from somebody like me and you, somebody have to be willing not to listen from an emotional place. And
that's the biggest problem now, especially, and you understand why. That's the biggest problem now with the Gen Z population, young men.
Yeah.
They are so emotional because of what you stipulated earlier. There is no man in their life, so they carry the energy of their mothers.
Yes.
And a male voice triggers them to hell.
Yes.
They have never listened to a male's voice.
No, they don't know
this
authority.
Is the same,
they don't know authority.
This is the same group of people.
Yeah.
It's the same group of people that used to ban schools to go against the authority of the principal in school because that man, the principal, represents the absent father that they were taught by the mother to hate and to disrespect.
Yes.
That's why you see these people insulting strangers that they don't know at all.
Yes.
Because they are insulting their fathers.
Thank you.
That were not there in their lives.
Very much. Yes.
That anger they are manifesting on X is misdirected on the people who they perceive to have taken the position of their absent fathers.
Exactly.
Or they are weak fathers.
Exactly.
So they vent all this anger and you are like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
Socioengineering from mama.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, the unfortunate reality of our communities today. But, we can only do what we can do. I always say, I wish churches could also take on this responsibility by teaching, empowering people. But that's not the church purpose. I think the church purpose is, I'm a pastor, Meona, this is an opportunity to abuse and take from the vulnerable people, you know? It's money, it's
Take
business.
advantage of it.
Yeah, it's business. Why?
Yeah.
They don't want you to get better. If
No.
you get better,
They are in business.
there's no business for them. You know what I mean?
They
So
are
they
in
want you to be
they are in
where you are.
business.
Even they even want you to be even more sick, spiritually, mentally, so that you can keep coming to them. The sicker
You just
are,
said something.
Mhm.
Let me take you back. You just said something. You cannot be with a man
Mhm.
you don't fear,
Yes,
because that man has to have the ability
yes,
to reset you when you go so far.
yes,
Give you one slap and you come back to your senses.
yes,
Now,
yes,
because that man is dominated and he's weak,
yes.
and the woman does not fear him,
Mhm.
so he cannot reset the woman with a slap.
No,
And I'm just paraphrasing here.
yeah, no, it doesn't
So
have to be a
what
slap, but you know, a man who like know how when to talk to you,
put in your place?
put you back on your place, right? Yes.
So now what do they do instead?
Mhm.
They go for counseling.
Yes.
And it extends for 6 months. They are being billed every month
Yes.
for 6 months.
Yeah.
Because now they are buying the replacement of the man
Yes.
in a counselor.
Yes. True. Very, very true. Yes.
And whether the counselor is a man or a woman, they are going to find a way, where we started, to blame the man for all the problems.
Or they're trying to reprogram the men to behave the way the woman feel comfortable. That's what they do. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, you know, you have to speak like this. You have to communicate it like this. You know, communicate better. You know, so they try to reprogram now the men, because that's what the counselor do. They try to help you because you are not comfortable with the way he talks to you or the way he puts you back. So you have to take him there so they can program him to be comfortable or talking to you the way you
Fix
feel
my
comfortable.
man.
Yes. Yeah.
Fix my man.
That's the way it is. Ndio hivyo. Mambo iko hapa nje nakwambia. Yes.
So, in this environment that we have found ourselves in,
Yes.
because we have dug ourselves in it,
Yes.
what is your word for the unmarried, both men and women?
The unmarried one, you know, like I have a lot of feelings about like the whole marriage stuff today. You know, today, for example, what's marriage for anyway? You know, what's marriage for? Because people, I see that people can be in love and they can build families and be in a great relationship without marriage today. Right? Because what when you are in your marriage today, they don't have, first of all, marriage has been, especially in our community, people have been going to marriage for wrong reason, right? Marriage, the way marriage was before, that's not the way it is today. Okay, we have to recognize that. Marriages yesterday, culturally, traditionally in Africa, marriages were encouraged to build because people had to build together. You know, ilikuwa yani build for growth. Ilikuwa kama kazi, people put together so they can build together and grow as community, as families and stuff like that, right? Marriages today are based on romantic fantasies. Okay? It's not based on building anymore. Am I lying?
100% right.
Yeah, marriages today, it could build on a romantic. Yani, you find people who are in marriage and all they worry about, atacheat, akicheat na muacha. Like, how was that? How was that a marital, what value? Like, yani, sexuality mekuwa marriage. People have traded the real values of marriage to sexuality, limited it to sexuality, right? Hako romantic, I'm leaving this man because he's not romantic. I'm leaving this man because he's cheating. I'm leaving this man because everything is based on on a sexuality and based on a fantasy romance. Right? So if that's what marriage is today, what is the purpose of marriage then? Because my feelings, my romance and all that, those are feelings. Feelings can grow and can leave you anytime. Feelings can disappear. You don't build a marriage based on feelings. Feelings can change. We witness this today, where when you there's no more respect in a relationship, feelings goes. You don't respect each other anymore. You don't love each other anymore. So what do you do with a marriage now? Because you're in a contract of a marriage, right?
Yeah.
Traditionally, marriage was a contract. Iko contract ya kazi. Wanawake, they were trained to understand that ameenda huku kutumika, add on. Umeenda kutumika, add on to that man's family. That's how women were trained, right?
Yeah.
Because we should never forget that marriage is also a political construction of it's a political construction of a society.
Yes.
Society ndio ina create marriage according to needs and what really how society is projecting what it needs to build, right? So with time, marriages have changed. Marriage ya jana si ya leo. Before, marriage was based on a building, on adding up values, right? So women were trained accordingly to what marriage meant then. You understand? Wanawake wakuwa wanakimbia bunyumba kwa sababu mume ameoa second wife. Kwa sababu mume amecheat. That was not the contract of the marriage. They were there to go build, have their children build with this man, add up to that man family. Kwa sababu I mean, traditionally in Congo, where I come from, women goes to marriage to help that other family build. Kwa sababu watoto, they're supposed to be watoto wa hiyo familia huko. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So today, marriage is built on ananipenda na mimi namupenda. Ananipatianga maflower every day. I like her. Men have become even more stupid. They're marrying more artificial women. Kwa sababu akona big booty. Kwa sababu she's pretty. All that kind of stuff. Stupidity. Sasa huyu wako pretty ndio maana umemuoa. Si kesho tona mwenyewe uko pretty because there's too many goddamn pretty women out here. So if you're gonna marry based on she's beautiful, all that kind of stuff. So what is the future of that marriage? So me, as I told you, I'm really conflicted right now to even think if I should be encouraging marriage as a contract. I believe people can live together and build together without this certificate now that is majority of the time now don't make no sense because siku hizi marriage pia imekuwa fraud. People will see what you have so they can come and marry you and get out of this marriage with something. We see that here every day. Mtu anakuja kwenye marriage, mnaoana naye hapa hajafanya hata 1 year, amekwambia anataka divorce na anataka half of what you have built. That is out here today. Okay? So, do we want to encourage people to go into marriages that is based on feelings or on oh, I like her, she likes me, we are in love? What if that love dies? Ndio maana unaona watu wa zamani walikuwa wanakaa kwenye marriage zao because they know they want to build. They want to take their children all the way. Hata kama feelings zimeondoka, lakini they know it's a commitment. It worked. I came to work and I took a commitment. And they had to respect their commitment. Today, what wanna respect commitment kweli? Even when things goes hard, would you tell yourself and say, okay, right now I'm not feeling good with this person, I'm disappointed on this and this and that, but I took a commitment to build. Kwa sababu tulisema tutajenga together, right?
But the problem is the woman is not committed to the relationship. The woman is committed to her needs. That's what I'm gonna come over there because angalia wanasema it is it's 80% of women. It's the most divorced 80% of women are initiated by women. Yep.
And the 90% of marriages are initiated by women too.
Yes.
Did you know that? That means the women initiate marriages. They initiate to be in a marriage, and they initiate and they demand to come out quickly, because women think on emotional base. I like you. Aikutana na mtu hapa tu leo tu, oh, you know, mimi sasa familia yangu inaanza kuuliza siku gani utakuja. They want serious thing. Wanapeleka huyo kimoja kwenye hiyo idea ya kuja kunimeri quickly. So he goes, he answered to her emotionally. Okay? Because now she's feeling, she's all excited emotionally.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If it was for marriage, really, men don't propose really just like that. Because men don't propose in emotions. Mwanaume akikuomba for marriage, he have thought about it through and through.
Yeah.
Most men, yes. Because
but
for
now
men,
they're being into
it's a
proposing.
responsibility. Ni responsibility. Marriage is a responsibility for men.
Yeah.
Anaona yani responsibility kubwa, mke, watoto. And a man will not ask a woman to marry him if even psychologically he's not ready. You have to be ready psychologically to ask you to marry him. But women pressure men. They pressure men. Sasa siku gani? When are you propose? A man is not ready, but anakuja hapa anakuoa, right? Then when he's not performing the way you thought a husband should perform, because you put umemurash into this thing, right? So he's not performing, he's not giving you what you need. You start telling him a husband must do this, a husband must do this, a husband must do this. Then guess what? You frustrate again. Then your emotion, as a woman, your emotion come back again. He's not the one. I don't want him. He's not doing good, blah, blah, blah. Then you ask for divorce. Then the man is there, he's like, what the heck is going on? We initiate marriage. 90% of marriage are initiated by women, and over 80% of marriages divorce are asked by women. So don't trust a woman akupeleke kimbio kwenye marriage yenye hautajua namna gani itakuwa. Okay? So that's my advice to guys. Don't just marry for pressure. Don't. And women, please stop pressuring men for marriage. They know,
women will not
they know if it's you, and they know if it's not you. They know if they're going to marry you or not.
Women will not listen to you because women answer to their needs.
Yes.
Women will not listen to you.
Yeah.
Men will listen to you. Men will double check on themselves.
Yes.
But women, I mean, as opposed to what?
Yes.
We have to self-preserve.
Yes.
And now the modern world has created a modern man
Yes.
that we can take advantage of.
Yes.
Now the message you need to go to that man.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the emotional manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Where the woman now has taken away from you the power to keep relationships.
Yes.
Because women keep sex.
I agree.
Women keep sex. Men choose the woman they want to be in a relationship. But the modern man has been manipulated to a point where he is deserting his authority and power of choice of deciding who he wants to be in a relationship with. Because now he is listening to this woman who is deciding for him.
Thank you. Yes.
That
he
really should be in a relationship with her.
Yes.
You have dated me for so long. Why haven't you proposed to me? The power is gone.
Yes.
Now the man starts double questioning himself. Hey, what is going on here? I need to start doing right by mama.
Yes.
Because now this woman is a representation of mama. And he has grown all his life knowing how to cater to mama and mama's emotional needs.
Yes.
Now it triggers him and says, oh, so I'm not supposed to be gatekeeping relationship. He gives the power to the woman.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't want.
And now Kafupusui is there looking around and like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
You gave away your power to choose relationships.
Yes. No, and I really don't want people to get me wrong, because I encourage families the structure, I mean, the unit of families, and I encourage
Yeah.
like marriages, but the marriages today is the one that worries me, right? So I'm telling people, I say, you know, like, I don't know if we should try also like to try to beat the system, because I think the system, especially hiyo
Yeah.
system, ina encourage wanawake vibaya sana kuingia kwenye marriage na kutoka, right? Because they also know that, okay, with divorce, they also, yeah, if you hit a what we call jackpot, you marry a man who has a kaliruka money, you can come out of with something. You understand? So women are looking at marriages now also almost like just like a jackpot too, right?
Yes.
So me, I'm just thinking, me I even advise now my brothers, niko nawambia hivi, nawambia sasa, nyinyi kama mnapenda create majamaa, mnataka create family and all that kind of stuff, go marry her traditionally. That's it. Hiyo mambo ya makoti hapa, mnakuja kusaini mapepa ya Amerika hapa, utalia. Okay? Go do traditionally marriage, family na recognize nyinyi wote. Family, yani mko na, do you need to do that for? Sini family story. Mnafanya traditional marriage huku, mnaishi, mna raise your children. Because these days marriages, they are not staying. We don't know. You know? Mnakuja mnaenda kwenye makoti hapa, leo mlienda kwenye court kufanya marriage, kama hiyo civil marriage, kisha kesho mnaenda tena huku mnaanza kutafuta maloya, mnabebana huku inakuwa mastori.
Na kila kitu umetengeneza na yeye anachukua.
Yes. This is what we are living here now. Yeah. Mnataka marriage? Yeah, mnataka marriage ama hiyo mavitu ya ma prenup, sijui nini. I mean, marriage has become very complicated though, you know?
Men are in love, women are in business.
Men are in love, women are in business, eh? So vitu vimekuwa complicated. You know, I don't want to discourage marriage. I still think like families, you know, I don't know how to separate that. Family in hiyo marriage bills. Families are still very important. Kukuwa na jamaa, you know, where there is a structure, kuna baba, kuna mama, kuna watoto, there's protection there and stuff like that. The only thing that now is really bothering me is the modern marriage. Yani, the accent that they have put on a modern marriage. Yani, watu wakishakusign your certificate tu, mambo imekuwa complicated. You know? Yeah. So people have to do what they have to do. I mean, I cannot decide that for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people have to be smart and wise, you know? Yeah. Don't get married quickly, especially young people. No,
don't marry early.
No, don't. Yes, don't. You know, you can be in a relationship with somebody for a long time. It doesn't have to be marriage. You know, how many people in marriage today, but they are not in love? You know, you don't have to go sign marriages. You know, get to know each other, be with each other. I know a lot of women always think like, oh, you know, maybe if we are not married, we are just lingering around, maybe he's going to find someone else. Guess what? Even if you're married, if he wasn't your guy, he's not going to be your guy. Okay? So don't worry about things like that. You know, enjoy a relationship with somebody. Be together, be faithful, be in a relationship with one person, you know, like, enjoy love, enjoy companionship, enjoy all that kind of stuff. If that marriage will come later because you have figured out like, oh, you are perfect together, great. Lakini hiyo mambo leo tu unaona unakutana na mtu not even a year later unataka kuoana. Unakutana na mtu not even 3 years later unataka kuoana. What do you know about each other? You don't know nothing. You know? Meeting people, go on a date, eat, go here on vacation, back and forth, is not enough for people to live together. When two people live together, it's a totally different story. You know?
And you know, the other thing I want us to tackle, and probably do it on the next one, is that these men are being rushed into relationships and marriages with the hope of those women giving them children.
Yeah.
And then the women, number one, deny them the children.
Yes.
Or when they get pregnant, it's not for him.
It's another
for some other guy.
Yeah. I know a lot of those cases. Yeah. No, this is an
Yeah.
advice. Mbene tumalize nipatie advice because I was talking about the
Yeah.
young people, right?
Yeah.
I say, today dating is totally different from yesterday dating, because me, I remember like when my cousins, they were way older than me, when they were dating, their boyfriends then they didn't even have boyfriend. They call them fiancé automatically, right? Their fiancé will come at our home, right? And then, like, anakuja visit kwetu. My older cousin will be like doing work. They will be doing their chores, everything. Yeah, anakaa tu hapa namngojea girlfriend yake. Girlfriend anamaliza chores and everything she needed to do. She finished the shower and then kama wataenda movie, wanaenda wherever they go, right? But today, tell me, boys are coming to pick up daughters downstairs in the building or outside. Msichana ameshakuvaa, ameshakupaka makeup, they just pick her up to go to where? To movie theater, right? The boy doesn't come inside the house, doesn't even see if this girl do chores. She does not even enjoy chores. Today, you have girls who have been raised today, they can't even wash dishes. Washing dishes, it's complaining. They can't even fix their bed. Wanaondoka ndani ya nyumba wanaacha kitanda chafu. They remove their clothes, they live everywhere. This is the girl that when a boyfriend call her for a date, she's ready, she put everything. She's outside waiting to be picked up. She goes to the movie, they enjoy, they eat, they drop her in front of the house. The man did not come in the house. He doesn't see how filthy she lives. She doesn't clean, she doesn't do nothing. So that same girl will tell you in a few months or in a year, I've been proposed to. Aende kwenye marriage kufanya nini? Kwa sababu marriage ni kazi. Yes. Marriage ni kazi. And this is why I'm telling you, marriage has taken a totally different route, right?
Yeah.
Marriage ni kazi. Huyu msichana ameenda huku, propose according to movie, na wamekutana na movie theater, wanaenda kwenye restaurant, wanakula na makeup. Nyumbani anaendaga kwenye club, anakuja analala all day Saturday Sunday mpaka 1 p.m. 2 p.m. because alikuwa kwenye club all night long, alikuwa na shake booty, anachoka na lala, hamkangi usubuhi kupiga ku arrange house. She's not into that. So then when she goes now in her home, those things become inakuwa kuteswa, anateseka kwa sababu now she has to face reality. Anapasha kutengeneza nyumba, watoto wamezaliwa, anapasha kuarrange, anapasha kuamka, anapasha kucook, anapasha kuclean, anaanza kusema eti mimi mwenyewe ndio nafanyanga kazi hapa, me I'm suffering. But my friend, you married on a wrong married kwenye wrong note. So now these days, this one I'm telling Congolese mothers. I'm telling Congolese mothers, you mothers are participating in not destroying these women, these your daughters where they are going, because nyinyi wa mama munajua kama wasichana wenyu wapendangi kazi, and your job is to teach them how to become wives before they leave the home, because a wife is going to answer to duties, family duties. That's a wife. A woman, a man can find any woman. Ni sex, anaweza hata kuchukua prostitute analala naye. That has nothing to do with it. Okay? Be a wife is to go answer to family duties, which you are not training your daughters to do. Mtu anakuja kwenye mlango yako anakuambia, mama, mimi nakuja kupropose daughter wako na muoa. What you as an honest mother, you know your daughter doesn't wake up in the morning to do shit. She party, anakuja nalala all day long, anaamuka 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Okay? Kuyo kuamka ni kufanya nywele yake na makucha. Okay? So now, somebody is going to knock your door and want to ask your daughter for marriage and you accept. You are such an irresponsible mother. Not everyone who knocks your door to ask your daughter for marriage, you should accept. Sometimes you have to say, apana baba, my daughter is not ready. Give me 2 years or 3 years for me to prepare her. Unasikia? But what parent does that? Wamama wanafanyanga hivyo. They don't do that. They know their daughter. But they know their daughter is very incompetent. Wanajua, they know, because that's what she's been living in their house. She's extremely competent. She's extremely lazy. They know that. But they're sending her to marriage. Then tomorrow anakuja na wambia ati anatesekwa huku. Yes.
But you know what is happening now? And I'm glad we are saying this as we close.
Yes.
The modern man is being socially engineered to show up. He does his duty as a man. He provides, he protects, he goes work and win and bring the bacon home.
Yeah.
But then he is being told, you have to show up and also take care of the children and also cook and clean and wash. Because that's what a man does around the house.
Yes.
So she knows she's not trained to cook and clean and wash and take care of the children. But she's not going to sell herself short. She's going to socially engineer the man to show up. A real man cleans, a real man cooks, a real man washes, a real man take care of the babies.
Yes.
And the Kenodia is saying, yes, ma'am. But that is the Kinyangalika you married that is not trained.
Yes. Yes.
And now you are her slave.
Yes.
2 times over.
Yes. And you shouldn't say anything because you're going to be a toxic man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow.
Nafurai. We should continue.
Thank
Next
you so
time
much.
when we talk after this, we'll pick up a subject, a real subject that we need to develop on it. Okay?
Yes. Yes. Now, real quickly, introduce yourself. Where do people find you?
Masahwa Nyamuhoye Katabana. Yes. I'm on Facebook
And
actually.
Masahwa is Masahwa.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, if they type
And
Masahwa, they will see me. There's not too many Masahwa like that on Facebook. When they type that, they will see me, man. Yeah.
They will find you on
They
Facebook
find me
and
on
anywhere
Facebook.
else.
Yes, but you know the thing about my Facebook, they can come on my Facebook, but usually I do my
links to other things.
Yeah, I do a lot of my videos that I do is in Lingala because I target Congolese people.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
Those are my targets.
Yes.
Yes, so yeah, that's me, Masawa. Yeah, but mi Mkenya pia. Si mi nimeishi hapo Kenya hapo na nimeenda hapo Aga Khan High School hapo. I lived
Really?
Yeah, nimefanya Aga Khan High School. I lived up there Mountain View, ukipita hapo Kangemi hapo juu. Yes, yeah, mi Mkenya wewe.
Yeah. Thank you so much for more than 2.5 hours that you have given me today.
Thank you. Talking with you was a pleasure. Yes.
It was
I
my
hope we
greatest
work
pleasure.
together, we do good thing, and we awaken up our people. Yes?
This is one of many.
Yes.
We need to do at least 2 before Christmas.
No problem. I'll have to.
Okay.
Especially in December, I have a lot of time off.
Perfect.
Yes.
Asante sana. I
Asante
greatly
George,
appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Okay.